Did you know that your favorite packet of chips is impossible to recycle? For the last 2 years, we've been doing deep R&D on recycling this material and we found a way. Thank you for props. Yeah, oh my God.
We are about to practice our pitch, and I think
Amish is in a mood.
It's been 4 days and I have no luggage, I have no clothes to wear, and tomorrow is the show.
We're going to give you the 3 minutes to talk.
Sharp. Let's do it. I need one.
Talk about who you are as a brand, what's your impact.
Do we have a clock? Because that would be nice to have a... Just to see the time.
I was the very first Sri Lankan designer to be shortlisted for the LVMH prize last year. Sorry, can I start again? Am I too fast? Are we stressed like this? I just wanted to understand when I talk. How long do I have more? I forgot to talk about it. I have more things to say.
and I was also winner of the Redress Design Award. And oh my God, I'm too nervous.
So I want to talk about regenerative design.
So the motifs that you see on the bag are inspired by the cross-section of the banana stem, the banana flower, and the banana leaf.
Our path is to combine biology with digital couture.
Do we want to mention HALT and like Ministry of Agriculture and stuff?
The tangram represent a practical approach to building a circular and sustainable wardrobe.
At the end of the life, the product can be taken, pulped, and put back into the manufacturing process.
When I'm thinking too much, I lost my heart.
So at CDC, we're presenting 3 new sunglasses and a line of jewelry that I'm super excited to share with you, made from this impossible to recycle plastic waste. Thank you. I feel good.
Every designer is going to have 3 minutes on the clock to make a pitch. Your jury sheet has detailed parameters on what you're evaluating them for. And towards the end, we will convene for a deliberation to get the most deserving winner and runner-up.
These technologies are based in biology, digital fabrication, and craftsmanship. I have the opportunity to move to Milan in 2018 with a dream. After having my company in Ecuador, I saw the power of community, the power of the craftsmanship. And with that vision, my dream was to create a bigger impact in the world. And in 2018, I had the opportunity to specialize in footwear and go deep into one of the more complex sectors, that is the how to end the life of footwear. Oh my goodness, it has been a beautiful experience, incredible. I was quite nervous. I think this is something I dream to be in front of United Nations and to talk about real problems and real solutions.
We're all going to speak a lot. It's very exciting. We've heard the judges asking a lot of questions, so we're really looking forward to get to share our story.
I'm nervous, but I kind of have this feeling that once we get in there and we start talking, we're going to be really good.
Sri Lanka is known for its manufacturing, and a lot of the waste textiles are thrown to the markets, street markets, or they end up in landfills. So all our secondary fabrics are taken from these markets and they're retreated, reprinted, and given a second life. So I primarily work with the local artisans in handloom and knitting and crochet. And these are all used using local yarns. And I also work with the knitting communities who come from different parts of the island, and we have been working with them for over 6 years since my graduation collection. So it's been a constant development and a constant research and training with them, because they have always been doing what they have done for the last, hundreds of years. And we thought, these dying crafts, how do we push them further, especially out of the country? So my vision is to share our story across the globe.
Models, guys, are we ready?
Yeah.
Guys, Arundhati, come. An animal leather bag requires 10,000 liters of water, immense carbon emissions, and a lot of toxic waste that then gets dumped into rivers. We create a plant-based leather alternative from banana crop waste. Currently, this material is made up of 60% banana crop waste, 20% is natural additives like rubbers, gums, starch, and resins, and then 20% is synthetic, which includes the colors and the top coatings.
I'm not sure how we've done. I'm nervous now. The questions were great. I don't know how we answer. We'll find out.
What's unique about our product is that each of them have a QR code or an NFC tag. When you scan this QR code, you get to see the story of how these sunglasses are made, where the waste came from, which waste pickers worked on it. And this is really important because in India, the waste problem is more than just an environmental issue. So now this is about 70%, this is about 20%, right? So we want to use 98% of the material, but the 90% is something we want to mess around with, right? Want to make sure we get products from. So this becomes into recycled PET, and then this becomes into, we compound this into pellets, and even that's something we're going to patent, because we feel we've cracked a formula there to compatibilize all the other things. That's super interesting. We worked really hard to make our business as bulletproof as possible. So when you come into this arena, it becomes much easier to answer questions because you know your stuff inside out.
We cut fabric into 6 10-gram puzzle-like geometric shapes. They can seamlessly interlock with each other, so we are eliminating all the wastage during the production process.
Finally done.
Quantum of these discards that are produced at the cluster itself, primarily in Gujarat and Rajasthan, is tremendous. So we've gone ahead and we've sort of put together a process and created these textiles in varying techniques. The reason the threads achieve this texture is because of the fact that it's sort of routed on Banzani multiple times and it goes into that heat and sort of acquires this curly texture that you see.
It's finally over.
It's a smashing jury. They'll ask you all the right questions and you have to make sure you have the right answers. And if you don't, then you'll definitely get to learn something,
Yes.
which is also important.
Oh, they were awesome.
So it was quite difficult being a judge for this challenge because we had, again, such a wide breadth of industries, from accessories and apparel to footwear. And I think understanding the intricacies of like the materials they use and the social impact they're having, you really had to understand it from several different vantage points.
This is one area which needs a lot of attention.
That's my first.
The Milan.
Yeah, for me that was number one.
Yeah.
Because this is the biggest problem from an environmental angle.
It had it all.
I was tying between the sunglasses and the shoes.
Okay.
And runner-up for me would
Shoes
be
was
the
my second.
Studio medium.
Yes.
Okay. How about runner-up for you all?
I think for me also shoes and the studio medium.
Okay.
But this is also one commodity which obviously it's almost like very difficult material to recycle. It's a very, very very far away community also to touch upon.
Some of the biggest companies in the world are grappling with this problem.
Yeah, no, aesthetically, studio medium. So strong.
But apart from this, is also one area which needs very strong attention is like shoes.
I think for me, second was
The shoe.
The shoe. This is a completely new material innovation. Not for design.
My second is probably Amish from the Sri Lankan, with the Sri Lankan design, because I think that was a good combination of the environmental and the social side. And it was a very strong story, in terms of what he's trying to do. And I think the designs are really great.
So it was tough, but it was a good exercise in trying to understand impact holistically. But again, everyone's a winner in my book.
With tension at its peak, the jury's decision is in, closing this thrilling chapter. Stay tuned for an unforgettable finale that promises to leave you on the edge of your seat.